Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Go to our website, sign up for the free membership, and you'll get videos like this. You'll get email alerts for our live streaming session and our trade ideas, and a little bit of education and a little bit of fun. So sign up, guys. It's free, StockBookie.com. Appreciate it. All right, let's get right into the 10-minute this time today. But we had some nice follow through on the day. Came into this area here right around the blue line, which would be the, let's see, 750 retrace. Took a bounce right up there, but look where we ended up. There's a trend line in here. Ended up right there. Look at that. I was knocking into it, knocking into it. Bullish pattern starting to play out. Maybe a little short squeeze at the end for the guys who went short here. They're just covering, taking, getting the hell out and saying, you know what, gave it a shot. Still have a gap fill, still have the 200. We'll see how it gaps up or gaps down tomorrow. It will be interesting going into tomorrow and Thursday. Looking forward to see what the action. Hopefully they give us some up and down action. We make a little bit of money and move on. So, all right, but same thing, guys. Close right above the 50 MA today. I mean, it was coming down. I was like, wow, could this be the day it actually closes down here? Nope, comes right back in. Volume subsides. We still had 88 million after hours. I think at the close we had 75 maybe right in there, something like that. But still a light volume day, so you just got to step aside and respect it, and this is what these guys are doing. So right now, still okay. Slightly bullish here, though, but inside bar bearish. If you've been watching my videos, you need to get out, over these pivots, fill the gap, then you'll go to 242. 252 area, 250 as well as a big round number 2. That's if we go up. It's got to go past double top first and hit these two areas. We'll see if it does. Still a lot of resistance coming up, even with the trend line. But we're below this, or we're above that trend line again, and it just keeps floating, guys. So right now, nothing wrong above the MAs. Let's see what happens when this thing kisses. Will it go down? Will it go up? Or we'll just chop around and take out the puts like it's been doing. So, all right, let's go into the IWM. IWM, same thing. This was the strong horse of the group. It was up 0.80%, and 0.80%, guys, not almost a percent. Yeah, and here we are, guys, inside this bar. We did get above the trend line again. We're above the moving average, the 20 at least, and closed right on top of the 50. So tomorrow's action will be interesting to see if we pop up. If you're bullish, right here's a pivot, 138.73, double top around 140.86, and then about 141. Let's see, 141.50, 142. Let's see if it could pop through there. If it does get through there, 145, maybe 150. But, that's a guess. Hard to say. But one step at a time. Big resistance up here. Let's see if we just, kind of float into this area and then pull back. Or who knows? Tomorrow will be another day. Give us a piece of the puzzle, and we'll have to check it out from there. Let the markets tell us what to do, guys. And look at this one. Qs closed below the 20 MA. That's a little bit interesting to me, but you know what? They popped it right back up. Kind of came down to this gap down here. It wasn't a gap fill or anything, but just a little pivot here. Looks like that was the low of the day. I thought for sure we'd come to the 50 MA around 130. Just didn't make it, guys. What do we do? What's the low? 50? Yeah, by 50 cents. I thought for sure we'd hit it. So that's where I was waiting to possibly go long, but hey, what are you going to do? Again, we're waiting for pattern. If this bullish pattern fails and we can't get above the 133.48 and go for the 135 to 140 area, then I'm looking for more downside, guys. So let's see how it reacts when it hits the 50 MA, or do we gap down and just start going? But we still have good support down in here, 50%, the 618, the 750, and then you got gap fill down in this area and stuff like that. So and even then the November low, we got November lows back here too, guys, with another big gap. So remember, markets like to fill gaps, so just have this in mind, just to have that out there. Still have a gap down here, so we'll have to see. We'll have to, we're going to monitor this one closely and see if we could get a little more pullback, or does it get above the all-time high and keep going higher. So right now we're kind of in a pattern inside this bar, so not telling us too much. Let's see what happens tomorrow and on Thursday. I think the markets are closed on Friday. If anybody knows that, send me an email. Say yes, it is. DIA, look at that tight pattern. Slightly bullish because of that, but overall bearish, just going nowhere, just killing the puts. Everyone bought puts here, and then all they did was sit. Most institutions are probably playing premium decay. You got a couple playing, the calls, buy the puts, sell the calls, buy the puts, boom, and just, back and forth on these guys. Look at that action, though, on this short-term DIA, too, as well as the SPY. can make some money in these markets, guys. DIA, nothing wrong though. Still hanging above. You're above the 50. Still below the 20. So let's see how this thing curls. This is a slight inside bar. Trying to get above here. This one's a little bit weaker. Let's see if this one takes everything down. I'm still thinking 192, 186. If you're bullish, you need to get above these pivots. Pivot high around 211.59. Then I got an area up in here, 217, 218. So, watch, if we get above these highs, got some big resistance coming up. So until it cracks through there, this one's not going anywhere. So don't get all, ahead of the markets, guys. Let's see what happens if it goes up and see if it confirms or, does something. So right now, tight pattern, just leave it alone. And, if you're in some short-term puts or calls, just if you get profits, guys, take them. IYT, same thing. We talked about this line. Just can't get above it, guys. Still above the 20, still below the 50. So right now it's pretty neutral, but this isn't a bad bullish pattern, guys. And it's been consolidating. If this pattern works out bullish, you'll be at the double top, no problem. But the down, little bearish inside bar here, if that plays out, then you're going to be down in here. Right now it's telling me bullish, but if this pattern fails, of course, then you're going to go downtown a lot quicker. You'll test double bottom, hit this. You hit this, and I'd wait for another pattern, see if we pull back. But this isn't a bad area. Maybe around 150 it will really start cooking. But you go back to November, it's still 141. So you got to watch out. But this again, trying to get above this. So let's see if it does. Right now, still nothing wrong. Just got to see if this pattern plays out. I mean, today this was like, holy cow, get this thing back up here. This isn't good. You start cracking these lows and stuff, it's never good for the market. So let's see if we get some follow through tomorrow, or if this thing just turns down and starts cracking lower. We'll have to see. Bullish, above the 50 MA, above this pivot, build a gap, go for the 175 area. After double top, if you're bearish, if that plays out, you're looking down at 150 or so. So pretty much 10 bucks up, 15 bucks down. So it's, it's a pretty good risk both sides. So keep an eye on that one, guys. USO. USO, it's been a nice rally here off of gap fill down here. I mean, barely filled the gap. I still think it missed it by a couple pennies. But boom, take off to the upside, mama mia. This is like crazy. Are we going to gap fill? Then you got another gap fill up here. We started adding on the SEO here. Small positions, guys. This thing could be a beast. If we get up here, I'll start going a little bit bigger. If we get up here, that will be the last time I add, with the shorts on the USO. I haven't done anything with the USO yet. I'm waiting until we get 1151s, up in this area if we can get there. I don't know. Right now, really telling us nothing other than a rocket ship move for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Looking a little bit tired today. Volume starting to lighten up, but they're hyping it, guys. RBC, I think, came out. Everyone's upgrading oil. Oh my gosh. I think one person came down and said oil could bounce around this area, and this is where technicians, guys, are starting to sell. It starts to get up in here, they'll start to sell. They've been in this thing since 10. They get the 12 bucks or so, 11.60. That's a pretty good trade, just for 2-3 week stay. So just be careful in this one. If you're long, the USO or oil, just think about those areas of resistance. We're starting to add shorts up here and do it again. So I'm thinking this is a slight retrace going up on the hype. We hit this up there, in this area up here. We're going to get a nice pullback on this one on the USO. So beware. If you're long, just tighten that stop. If you're short, just hang on tight and be ready to add some more up in this area and even up in here. The UUP. UUP pulled back a little bit today, so that one was down. So you get the oil up and the gold up. So kind of in tandem, but nice pullback. You had a nice launch here. Got a trend line, got some resistance, so it pulled right back into the 50. It stayed above the 50 MA, so nothing wrong. If you're long the dollar, hold on tight. If you start getting below the 20 and the 50, then you got to start thinking you might fill the gap and come down here and hit the 200. You hit the 200 and maybe pierce and come down into this area. Here was a lower trend line. We'll just draw that in there. And you got a lower trend line in here too. So you got support down in this area. So if you do pull back, we'll be looking for this. If this thing just stays buoyant and starts to roll, then you're looking at 26.43. It's going to go. You got to get it. This is a big area, 26.25. Then the 26.50 area. Let's go back a little bit further. Then you got double top around 26.83. And if this thing goes higher, then you got areas 27.22 and then 28.29. Anywhere around 28 to 29, you could think about shorting if this thing pops up. If you're long up there, gosh, you got to take something off the table. Right now, we're waiting on pattern. Doesn't look that bad. Daily chart, just chopping around. So At this point, I wouldn't rule anything out. But it's holding the MAs in a stronger position, so I'd leave it at that. All right, let's look at the GLD. GLD took off pretty good today. It was up 1.45%. Got above that area, guys. This is a big area. You know, I'm not getting excited yet. I got to see more on the charts to see where this thing is headed. We had some pretty good volume, so let's see if this thing could push a little bit higher. I want to go to the weekly chart real quick. Remember, you had the 50 and the 20 or the 200 MA. It got above the 50. I'm not getting excited yet, guys, but oh man, I still think it needs more time to go. But you know, it did come up, retrace, and now retrace, held for a couple weeks, and then you know, let's see if this thing can possibly start to move up. I don't want to get too excited yet. You know, I still got it could come back, reverse in, and come right back down one more time. So this could be like the head fake to get everyone on board. But if it does have a little follow through tomorrow, 123, I might start to take a little bit off our gold position here, and you know, just start chiseling off profits, guys. It's what we do here, and still think it could go a little higher. And then everyone's favorite, the Jnug. Jnug, still it's got to get above here, guys. Still looking pretty good. We talked about the bullish pattern here. Overall bearish, but if the bullish pattern plays off this inside bar here, let's see if this one can start to move up. Jnug looked pretty good today. It was up 6.11%. It's got, I mean, it barely closed. It's got to go for this area right here, guys. 810 to this. This is a pretty good brick wall right here in this area. I'm going to stick this trend line right up in here. It's this pivot too. I mean, that's a lot of stuff right there. And then you got the 5.0, the 50 MA. You got this little downsloping trend line. But, you know, you got to keep that in mind. Let's put that back down. It's not the best trend line, but you got to keep track. But look, down sideways. That's just bearish. I mean, it is making, you know, it didn't take out these lows, so it's slowly grinding higher as well. So just be careful with this. Like I said, now you're going over here. So, you know, if it starts getting down in this area, you got to start thinking, you know what, this thing might, you know, be stopping right here. Hold on, let me draw some lines. Yeah, so right here. So up, you know, right now it's okay. If gold goes up, of course, this is going to go. So see if we could pop up. But the big area is here, and then, of course, here. If we could pop the 922, then you're going to start, you know, if gold starts going, then you're going to 1170. Downside, if you crack 520, then you're going to 383 down in this area, period. But right now, you're holding strong here. We've been talking about as long as it stays above this 50 MA or 20 MA, if it could get above the 50 MA, whew, that's huge. You got the 200 up here, so that's like a magnet too. So it's going to get really interesting. Let's see if this pattern, big area right here, 806, got to get above that. Let's see if this pattern starts to play out. Or honestly, it could click over and start to tank. So either way, guys, just stay buoyant in these markets. So far, we've been pretty right on the GLD trade. I just wish it would have went a little bit lower. We could have added a little bit more, but you know what? We get a couple more bucks. We'll probably chisel half off and see if we can let the rest ride with some patience there. All right, guys. Again, go to StockBookie.com if you like these videos. Sign up for the membership, and it's free, guys. Just sign up and you know, get the email alerts and all that good stuff. Again, you know, I just want to say thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for taking the time. Hopefully, you guys are learning something. I'm all about technicals, all about the charts, guys. I don't watch CNBC, any of that stuff. So, and come to the live sessions. Sign up. The live sessions are great. We get 30, 40, 50 people in there. Everyone's throwing out trades. We do technical analysis right on the fly. It's been a lot of fun. We've been finding a lot of good trades. We're in a lot of high flyers, guys. If the markets come in, these high flyers are going to bomb. Go to StockBookie.com. You sign up. You get our position sheet. And mostly short right now, guys. We will go long, just not right now. Eventually, you know, that when the time is right, we'll be good. We had a PLCE trade today. That was our first one, actually, when we started this list about a month ago. Our first winner on the charts. We have a couple half positions out, a couple of them in the money, and we'll see. We get a couple nice down days, guys. We're going to make a lot of money in those trades. So, again, follow me at StockTwits. Go to StockBookie.com. Sign up, guys. Come on. I want to get a lot of people in these live sessions. If we get 100 people, we could find a bunch more trades. Let's teach people how to trade options. The best ones to take when we're looking at technicals, stuff like that, guys. You know, we're going to do a lot of exciting things here at StockBookie.com. So sign up. It's free. Let's get things rolling. Again, thanks for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.